Chapter 1122. A terrifying sword aura came hurtling in Demi's direction. An earthly yellow glow lit up around Demi at once. The sword aura merely brushed past Demi and went out of the window behind her. It whistled in the air, expanding all of a sudden over 10 meters. All 6 snipers standing on the building across were cut down but the sword aura at once. The sword aura did not seem to be depleted just yet, whistling off into the air. The next second, Wilbur took a step forward. He gripped the sword and stabbed it at Demi. A loud explosion could be heard, which nearly ruptured Sophie's eardrums in the process. However, Dark Disperse seemed to have come to a complete stop the moment it came into contact with the earthly yellow glow around Demi, causing rampant spiritual energy to disperse around them. Demi smiled. "Did you really think you have what it takes to kill me?" Upon saying so, she stepped on the switch her foot was on. All at once, dozens of bazooka barrels stuck out of the walls lining her office and opened fire at Wilbur. The room was showered with a continuous barrage of bullets and explosives. Demi burst out laughing. Her spiritual energy shield was powerful enough to withstand an attack from someone at peak ambience level as well as a terrifying rain of bullets like this one. Anyone else in this room would surely be dead. No one but her would be able to survive such a massacre. Sophie's chest lurched. She clutched her head, crying out in shock. All the bullets let out a loud clang as they collided against Demi's shield but warped out of shape before clattering to the ground harmlessly. Demi remained completely unharmed. Just then, an armor made of spiritual energy appeared on Wilbur's body. It was densely covered in runes, covering Wilbur's entire form and radiating a strong, powerful aura. All the bullets seemed to stop within a hair's breadth before falling to the ground. A minute later, the office finally went quiet again. The floor was littered with bullet shells and smoke filled the air. The fog eventually cleared, and Dark Disperse was still pushed up against Demi's shield. Wilbur smiled at Demi. Demi's expression turned into one of shock and disbelief. Was this man at the sanctuary level? That was the only way he could withstand such an attack from her heavy weapons. "That's impossible," Demi shouted, flushing an ugly shade of purple. Just then, Wilbur's Dark Disperse exploded with spiritual flames once more as runes floated to the surface. A wave of terrifying spiritual pressure began to fill the office. Sophie felt as if she was about to suffocate, hardly able to contain the dullness in her chest. Wilbur smiled, and Dark Disperse shot forward. A buzz sounded through the air. The protective barrier around Demi burst. Along with the beads she was wearing around her neck, they broke and fell to the ground, shattering to pieces. "How dare you do this to me? You'll all pay for that. Every last Dasha citizen in Newtown will die for your transgression," Demi shouted in a fit of panic. Wilbur snorted. He flicked Dark Disperse upwards, coloring the air with Demi's blood. Demi's left arm was sliced clean off her shoulder, falling to the ground. She clutched the wound, turning pale as she stared at Wilbur in terror. Wilbur looked her right in the eye. "You can very well let Monza and the others came at me. Let's see how they fare against these bazookas."